This week has been quite eventful for the federal ministers, the ministries, their agencies and parastatals. Let's now keep you informed about what transpired on Ministry News. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, has approved the National Development Plan (NDP) for 2021 to 2025 to succeed the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, which expired in December 2020. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning disclosed this while briefing State House correspondents after a virtual FEC meeting presided over by the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on Wednesday at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. She said the NDP was structured along 6 clusters: economic growth and development, infrastructure, public administration, human capital development, social development, and regional development. The Minister of Finance said that the plan had been costed to have an investment size of 3.348.7 trillion naira over the 5-year period. Mrs. Ahmed said the investment size will comprise 49.7 trillion naira from the public sector, representing 14.3%, and 298.3 million naira, representing 85.7%. According to her, the public sector expenditure component of 49.7 trillion naira will be contributed to both the federal government and the states. The Minister of Defense, retired Major General Bashiru Salihi Magashi, has directed defense advisors, attachés, to continue to deploy appropriate diplomatic initiatives in support of national security imperatives. The minister gave the charge as a special guest at the 2021 Annual Defense Advisors Attachés Conference held at the Defense Intelligence Agency headquarters, Abuja. While lauding the giant strides recorded by the defense diplomats in building a framework for peaceful and prosperous nation through rigorous and vigorous defense networking with other countries of their accreditations, it tasked them to sustain the trajectory. The defense minister therefore challenged various security agencies to synergize efforts to explore all avenues to come up with innovative ways to identify and confront threats endangering national territorial integrity. Human capital development for the generation of relevant skills in all sectors of the Nigerian economy is a fundamental and critical factor to create a solid future and foundation for the socio-economic growth of Nigeria. The Honorable Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, made this declaration at the recently held National Technical and Vocational Education and Training Conference, TVET, held in Abuja, with the theme Repositioning of Technical and Vocational Education and Training through Policy and Legislative Options. The minister posited that the timing of the conference is apt, especially when the federal government under the President Muhammadu Buhari government is taking a bold step on human capital development for the generation of relevant skills on all sectors of the Nigerian economy. The education minister was also of the view that the TVET document recognizes the fact that Nigeria requires urgent and decisive actions to reposition TVET for technological advancement because of the rapid industrialization of a number of countries such as China, Malaysia, Indonesia, and South Korea as a result of the well-articulated TVET policy aimed at developing relevant human capital. Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Ogbonnaya Ono, has said that sports as an instrument of national integration is very critical to the development and growth of the country. The minister said this when the president of Research Institute Games Association of Nigeria, RIGAN, Professor Fortune Owolade, and his members paid a courtesy visit to his office on Tuesday in Abuja. The minister stated that RIGAN is one of those sports activities in Nigeria that has helped the nation to improve on national integration and unity, which is of great importance to the nation as the country strengthens its diversity. The Minister of State for Science, Technology and Innovation, Barrister Mohammed Abdullahi, has said that African nations must participate actively in preferring solutions that confront humanity by using tools of science, technology and innovation. The Minister of State said this when an international delegation of the African Union Development Agency, New Partnership for Africa's Development, paid him a walking visit in his office on Thursday in Abuja, while stating that there is a plan for focused research on biotechnology, which will be in sync with robotics, STI, and the biotech revolution in the world. The minister mentioned that Africans should focus on funding STI, adding that venture capitalism is a right way out. The federal government is yet to obtain loans for other rail projects in the country, aside from the $1.4 billion loan secured for the Lagos-Ibadan rail project. This was disclosed by the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, during his defense of the Ministries' 2022 budget before the Joint Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives on Land and Marine Transport. The minister further emphasized that the government had prioritized the completion of ongoing railway projects and has equally commenced new ones that would serve as transportation backbone for the economic development of the country. Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), Professor Umaru Dambata, recently allayed the fears of Nigerians about the deployment of the 5G mobile technology, contrary to the widespread belief that the fifth generational technology has health implications. Dambata said the technology has nothing to do about health. Dambata, who made the declaration at a public lecture titled 5G Mobile Technology, Myths, Realities, Potentials and Challenges, organized by Kwara State University, Malete, held in Ilorin, the state capital. Dambata said the technology, if embraced, will reduce running costs in corporate organizations, private and public institutions by 50%. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, has said that a new strategy is needed to tackle the invasion of correctional facilities in the country. The minister was reiterating the federal government's commitment to improved security in the country, spoke during the inauguration of the committee in Abuja to study the recommendations and implementation strategies on strengthening internal security framework and community policing in Nigeria. He posited that the committee observed that the absence of a national security policy and strategy document, as well as a monitoring and evaluation framework on internal security, has negatively affected the operations of the internal security agencies in the country, which therefore necessitated the directive of Mr. President to approve an interministerial committee with all relevant stakeholders on internal security to be put in place. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, has said that the National Identification Number (NIN) will enable the federal government and security agencies to know the identity of internet users in the country. The minister will disclose this during the Nigeria International Partnership Forum in Paris, France, posited that this is going to be a foundation of Nigeria's economy and the country's security, so that whoever happens to go online, his or her identity will be known to the federal government and also by the country's security institutions. And finally, on ministry news, the Minister of Police Affairs, Maigari Dingyadi, have said that the implementation of the new salary scale promised the Nigerian police force by President Muhammadu Buhari will soon commence following the submission of a proposal to the federal government by the Salaries and National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission. The minister disclosed this in Abuja when he appeared before the Joint National Assembly Committee on Police Affairs for the 2022 budget defense of the ministry. The minister further said that the plans were in progress on how to exit the police from contributory pension scheme as being agitated in some quarters.